Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hayes Gymnasium on the campus of North Greenville University, where Christ makes the difference, for today's contest between Mount Olive Trojans and your North Greenville Crusaders. We apologize for the scoreboard inconvenience tonight and your available technical difficulties. At this time, we ask that you please rise for the invocation and remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Let's pray. Dear Father, just thank you, Lord, for this sport of basketball. Thank you, Lord, for this evening. We pray, Lord, for your protection over both teams. Pray, Lord, for the officials, the players, and the spectators as we all leave this place. In your Son's name, amen.
Welcome back for the men's game between Mount Olive and North Greenville here on the North Greenville Sports Network from Hayes Gymnasium on a rainy night here in Tigerville, South Carolina. We continue to play on despite the scoreboards and shot clock. And if this game holds true to what its recent predecessors have, we are in for a whale of a contest tonight. Last time these two teams met was in the Conference Carolinas championship game, and North Greenville up into the Trojans at Mount Olive to take their first conference championship in school history. Mount Olive comes to Hayes tonight looking to try and get off to a good conference start themselves. They are 3-2 in the Conference Carolinas right now, looking to go 4-2, 8-5 overall for the Trojans. Meanwhile, North Greenville sitting at 3-7. Not quite the championship defense they wanted to get out to, but it's a good chance to get back on track here tonight. Starting five for the Trojans on the court floor. Number 1, Dontrell Bright. Number 10, Jaquan Blount. Number 23, John Weiland. Number 21, Dominique Reed. Number 35, Mike Moore. Starting five for Mount Olive. Starting five for North Greenville. Number 2, Corville McElroy. Number 13, Troy Blyden. Number 15, Miguel Reyes Cartagena. Justin Dotson, number 21, and number 33, Jod Jinks. Starting five for North Greenville. And the initial tip is controlled by Jinks for North Greenville. We are underway. Cartagena works it toward the circle, passes, trying to get it to Jinks underneath. He'll hit a jumper for 2, and North Greenville's out to an early lead. Now Mount Olive's turn. Bright, now Reed on the the right side. They'll give it up top to Blount. Blount goes left, hooks up with Weiland. Back out to Moore, and now Bright. Now they go underneath. Here comes a shot that rattles off the rim. No good from Weiland. And Cartagena brings it down for NGU. Here comes Cartagena, top of the circle, moves to the right, gives it back up top to Blyden. Underneath to Jinks, gets some space from his defender, can't get the roll. And it's rebounded by Moore for the Trojans. Mount Olive looking for their first points. Here's Moore trying to drive underneath. Can't do. He passes out to Blount. The fire three. That one rims out. No good. McElroy brings it down. Here comes McElroy. Makes a move inside. Puts a shot up in traffic. Blocked and brought down by Reed for Mount Olive. And now Bright tries to take it himself and gets fouled as he tries to put up a shot. He'll head to the line for two. Senior guard out of Chesapeake, Virginia, Dontrell Bright to the line. Gets Mount Olive on the board. And we're tied at 2. Bright sinks them both. And look what we have here. It's another full court press. North Greenville able to escape it though. McElroy in the front court, looks back to Dotson, now Cartagena. Cartagena to Dotson, the left wing, gives it up top to McElroy. McElroy, open lane down the middle, puts it up and in, good. Here comes Blount for the Trojans. Hands it off, Weiland gives it back to Bright. Now Weiland trying to drive in from the near side. Gets sent back out by Cartagena, and now they'll swing it around to Bright. Long three hits for Mount Olive. Bright cashes that one in. It's 7. It's 5-4. Mount Olive out in front. Here's Cartagena for the Crusaders up top. Trying to drive in, has the ball knocked loose. It's picked up by Blount. He gets it forward to Bright, up and in for an easy 2. Now North Greenville looking to answer. Blyden at the line, flips it out the arc, outside the arc to Cartagena. Cartagena backs off, defended by Weiland. Cartagena gives it to Dotson. Dotson still on the right side. Looking to go underneath, gets jammed up by Reed. He'll have to give it to Blyden. 5 on the shot clock. Blyden gives to Cartagena, now Dotson. Dotson drives in, goes out to McElroy. He'll have to fire a 3. He hits! No time left on the shot clock. Good time to do it. And it's tied at 7 after that shot. Here's Weiland up top, gives it right side to Moore. Moore, pass around Blyden. To Reed. Reed puts it up, no good. Rebounded by McElroy. McElroy tries to take it down the middle. And a foul call will go against Mount Olive, against Reed. We'll see Corville McElroy to the line for North Greenville. So no, not a shooting foul, so North Greenville just gets to hang on to it. Cartagena goes back for the inbound. McElroy out to Dotson, near side corner 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. And Jinks can't quite bring it in for NGU as he fights with Reed for control of it. Last off of Jinks. Mount Olive gets it back in a tight ball game at 7. Here's Blount, goes left side to Weiland. Weiland goes into the corner. Now they dish out to Blount. He'll fire a 3, no good. Rebounded by McElroy. He'll head the other way for North Greenville. Dishes out to Dotson, near side corner, part 2. Yes, hits that one. Same spot as the last one he missed. Got it to go this time. 10-7, North Greenville out in front by 3. Here's Blount to Weiland. Underneath, looking for Moore. Moore moves into the paint, puts it in, good. Now here's Cartagena, gives it to Dotson. Cross court to McElroy, and now Blyden on the right side. Up top to McElroy, long 3 for him. No good, off the run, front of the rim. Rebounded by Jinks though. Jinks gives North Greenville a second chance. Here's Cartagena, McElroy all alone, gets jammed up quickly and fouled. Dontrell Bright trying to go with a little bit of a air ball defense. Now McElroy will go to the line for 2. Doesn't get the first one.
So Mount Olive has 2 coaches who are very animated. Yeah, I remember the Conference Carolinas championship game. Mount Olive was down by a few points, and they made a big shot, and then Coach Higginbotham just started waving his hands at the crowd, trying to pump them up. And
Kilroy gets a second shot to go. Makes it 11-9. Now Trojans trying to go underneath to get more from Jacques Brown. Can't find more underneath though. At 3, rattles out from Bright. Now here's McElroy on the left side trying to drive in. Passes back out, Dotson's all open for 3, got it! Make it 14-9. Bright hands it off to Jamal Matten. Now on the left wing, Brown swinging around. Here's Bright again. Back up top, Moore steps into a 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. And loose ball brought down by Jinks. Tommy Wade now in the ball game for North Greenville, as well as Daniel Burchett. McElroy gives it to Burchett, flips it right back to McElroy. Right back to Burchett again. Over to the left side, up to McElroy, gets it in.
that pass just a little off target, but McElroy able to adjust and get it in anyway.
It was high. McElroy wanted to dunk, but settled for the sure layup. Here's Bright. Good, that one, as he passed to Reed. Cashed that one in for 2, Dominic Reed. 16-11, North Greenville up. Here comes McElroy on the left wing. Back to the right side, Wade. Wade, hand off to Burchett. He'll bring it around, give it to Jinks. Now McElroy. McElroy moves up top, goes to Jinks underneath, and Jinks tried to go with the finisher. He didn't get it, but he did get the foul. And time is called on the court. 13-18 left to play in the first half. And Ja Jinks should have some free throws upcoming for North Greenville here as the Crusaders lead Mount Olive 16-11 here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Ja Jinks at the line for North Greenville. Gets the first one to fall. Goes 2 for 2 on that trip. 18-11, North Greenville up 7 over Mount Olive. Now on the near side, Matt. They swing it around to Blount. Blount cuts it back up top. To the left, that's number 22, Emmanuel Patton. He gives it back to Blount. And a foul against North Greenville as Blount tried to drive in. It'll result in a foul against North Greenville and keep the ball with Mount Olive. Here's the inbound, quick shot taken, bounces in, good from Mike Moore. And Mount Olive chips away at that lead just a tad. Here comes McElroy in the front court for North Greenville. Here on the near side, backing into the corner. Passes to the right side and Wade. Wade, hand off to Burchett, he'll swing it around, give it to Jinks. Jinks goes back to Burchett. Burchett looks underneath for Wade, bats it back, right into the hands of Moore for Mount Olive. Moore, forward to Brown. Brown, Matt, outside the arc on the near side, now back outside, now back out to Moore. Now Patton, up top, momentarily to Brown, here comes a shot, out, no good from Moore. Good look, just couldn't get it to roll. Now here comes Burchett, he'll drive in, lay it up and in, good. Patton gives it to Blount. Blount up top, looks right, gives it to Brown. Brown trying to go underneath, now they pass back out. Blount again on the left wing, back outside to Moore. Moore spins around, puts a shot up, no good, and rebounded by McElroy. McElroy gives it to Dotson, now cross court to Burchett. Burchett to Jinks. Jinks looking, gives it to Burchett underneath, and looking for Dotson, turns it over again, right to Mike Moore. Now Matten back up top. Brown had a look, passed off to Blount, he'll try, and shot goes off the front of the rim, but Blount gets fouled. They'll head to the line for 2. Quan Brown. At the line. First one off the rim, no good for the Trojans. Gets the second one though, it's 20-14. Cartagena looking deep down the court to Burchett. He'll flip it back to McElroy at half court. McElroy on the far side, keeps it, moves into the right side of the circle, looking to drive in, cross court to Blyden, near side 3, yes! 23-13, that's a double-digit lead for North Greenville for the moment. Here comes Matt, can't get the first shot. Moore with the rebound though. They'll pass it around, Blount here on the right wing. Blount goes back up top, now they swing it to Brown on the far side. Brown to Patton. And Blount tries to drive in again, floats one up, doesn't get it, rebounded by Wade. Wade looks to McElroy, he'll cross the half-court stripe, get it to the left side, fakes a man out, puts a shot up, no good, but it's called for an offensive foul. He'll turn it over for Mount Olive.
There's actually a little bit of confusion on the score right now. We've got the scoreboard on the sideline that says 23-13, but then the scoreboard up at the wall, which is being projected onto the wall, says 23-14. Now I had 13 originally about a minute ago, then I saw that the number was one higher, so I went with that. But I'll try to find out for sure exactly what the score is here, but I believe it's 23-13 currently. A lot of confusion with the lack of scoreboards here tonight.
Wide open underneath, Matten quickly clogged up by Blyden, but Matten's not done yet. Puts a shot up, doesn't get the roll. Blyden's there for the rebound. Blyden gives it to Cartagena. Cartagena gets it to the circle, passes to Blyden. Blyden's gonna try for three, no good. Rebounded by Bright. He'll stop, give it to Blount. Blount will try for three, that's no good. He'll catch his own rebound, pass back out. Now Moore will try for three, he'll hit that one. And now it's either 23-16 or 23-17, depending which scoreboard you're following. Cartagena looking for room, gives it to Burchett, near side corner, three, got it. Can they answer this one? Bright gives it to Blount. Blount passes back right to Moore. Moore. Now Matten outside the circle. Will swing around. Blount's on the far side. They're trying to go underneath to Moore. Moore working against Raid. Puts a shot up. Bounces in good.
Looks like one of the scoreboards was adjusted, so they are now matching. It is 26-19.
Cartagena to the right wing, defended by Moore. Bounce pass to Blyden. Blyden up top, looking for room, goes underneath. Wade is there, up and in for two, good. Now Blount on the right side, goes cross court to Bright. Bright over to the far side, back up top to Matten. Matten back to the left side. Moore will try for three. No good. Rebounded by Burchett. They'll give it to Cartagena. Cartagena crosses the half-court stripe. Moves up. He's defended by Brown. Cartagena on the right wing makes a move inside. Floats one up off the side of the backboard, and Blyden came flying out of nowhere. Couldn't quite get the handle on it, and it's out of bounds. Back to Mount Olive. And with 8:09 left to play, time called on the court. North Greenville hanging on to a 9-point lead just past halfway in the first half. 28-19 here on the North Greenville Sports Network.
And as we return, North Greenville leads Mount Olive 28-19. For those of you who may be interested, NFL update, Kansas City Chiefs take down the Houston Texans 30-0. Convincing win. As a Chiefs fan, excited about it. First playoff win for them since 1994.
January 16th, 1994.
I'm excited. I actually went to a game that year at the Georgia Dome. Kansas City against Atlanta. Kansas City actually did win that game. That's the only Chiefs game I've ever been to. I was 4 years old at the time, so don't remember a whole lot. I remember there were fireworks at practice, or excuse me, at halftime, and it freaked me out.
Well, good for the Chiefs moving on to the divisional round. Meanwhile, back here in Hayes Gymnasium, shot missed by Mike Moore, and McElroy unable to bring the rebound in, pushes it out of bounds, so Mount Olive gets it underneath their own basket.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect fireworks inside a dome, but
yeah,
that was the case. And we were in the nosebleeds too, so it was up there.
There comes Mount Olive trying to cut away at the 9-point lead. Moore up top, looking left to Blount. Blount back out, now here's Bright. Moore trying to go underneath, brings Brown all the way across the court. Now Matten cuts it up top, back to the far side. Here comes a three from Bright, sinks it. cut into that lead. Now here comes McElroy. McElroy working against Blount. Backing up now. Bobbles that ball, gets it back. Here's Beasley, gives it to Jinks, floats one up and in, good. (30-22). Here's Blount from Mount Olive. He'll give it to Bright. Bright looking left, passes left to Moore. Moore gives it to Brown, right side, and now underneath, and a foul called against Blyden as Moore went underneath to Matt. We still have one more wild card game tonight, the Steelers versus the Bengals. You want to talk about a playoff plague team, that would be the Bengals.
Yeah, well, big time. Andy Dalton's got something to prove.
That shot made by Dontrell Bright on the fadeaway jumper. McElroy brings it in the front court for NGU. Backs in to the near side. Now trying to cut it back up top, passes to Blyden. Blyden heads to the right side, fakes the handoff to Beasley, spins around, bobbles it, and forces it out of bounds, and it'll go back to Mount Olive. Trying to tiptoe that sideline, just ran out of real estate. Here's Bright. Now Blount, and number 15, Grant Dickinson, in the ball game for Mount Olive. Blount up top, working against Beasley. Tries to go underneath, and they'll catch Blyden for another foul, working against Jamal Matton.
It's going to be North Greenville's 5th team foul, so still 2 away from the bonus. 3 for Mount Olive.
Shot made that time by Mount Olive. That cuts the lead to 3. Here's Beasley on the near side, working against Bright. Beasley on the left wing, moves up top, passes right over to McElroy. McElroy spins out of the trap on the right side, and a foul against Mount Olive, or it'll stay with North Greenville. That last three-pointer was by Dontrell Bright. That has cut the lead to 3. Now, at least the buzzer on one shot clock works. It's about the only good thing.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to get some electricians in here to get to work. Not sure what's going on with these scoreboards today.
And they worked fine yesterday against Barton.
It was perfect yesterday.
Nothing today.
Shows you that there's nothing guaranteed about technology.
Dotson trying to get it in. Jinks with the putback. Can't get the third try. Now Blyden will have a go. Gets tied up. What's the call? Jump ball. It'll go to Mount Olive. How many jump balls we up to?
Sure, I have no idea. Counting yesterday, probably about 40.
Can we make a jump ball counter graphic, please?
We can get to work on that.
Mount Olive gets it back after the jump ball call. 5:16 left to play in the first half. The Trojans will fall back from down as many as 9, only down 3. Looking for their first lead since 2.5 minutes into the ball game. Up top, Brown. They swing it around. Blount working against Burchett. Blount, no room there, passes out to Moore. He'll go to number 23, Weiland for 3, and it's a tie ball game. There's McElroy defending the ball from Blount. Backs into the near side again. Now heads to the right side. Dickinson comes up to cover him, leaves Beasley open. Now Burchett on the left wing, moves inside, fires a shot, no good. And not sure who tipped that one in. I think it was Jinks. North Greenville breaks the tie. Now Blount back to Weiland. Weiland moves inside. Now Dickinson will fire a three. Short, no good. Rebounded by McElroy. Here comes McElroy. Works in from the left side. Fires it out to Burchett. Now to Dotson. Dotson looking for some room. Steps inside. Fires a shot. That one's short, too. Now Dotson gets his own rebound and puts it back up. 34-30. Here comes Brown for the Trojans. Back outside the arc for three. No good. And Blount gets the rebound after Jinks can't bring it in. Now Weiland will fire a three. That's no good. Another rebound lost out of bounds off Jinks. Mount Olive escapes that possession. And with 3:37 left to play, time called again on the court, with North Greenville hanging on to a 4-point lead, 34-30, here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Alden with the ball, 3:37 to play until halftime. A 4-point lead for North Greenville. In a game that, in a series in its recent history, has certainly lived up to the hype. And that shot good from Mike Moore. Cuts the lead back down to one possession. Here's McElroy, he'll give it to Dotson. To Burchett. And now right to Jinks. Jinks heads to the right side, looks underneath, gives it to Burchett. Burchett comes out of the scrap with it. But he's up top now. Approaching 5 on the shot clock. Burchett trying to make a move, gets it out to McElroy. 3 on the shot clock, McElroy fires it, no good, it didn't hit the rim. And the shot clock violation against NGU.
Yeah, and if you just joined us recently, the main worry is the left side of the court. No scoreboard, no shot clock either on that side. No scoreboard on the right side either, but they do have a working shot clock on that side of the court. So you saw it with the women's game and now the men's game as well, where the teams will just kind of count down once they get down to a certain number.
Yeah, that's what the North Greenville women's team did, is when that clock got down to within 5, they started counting. And I think the guys might need to start doing the same thing, as have a foul against Mount Olive. Will turn it over to North Greenville. Wade going back for the inbound.
Tell you what, so far this game is not disappointed. We were expecting, even though North Greenville hasn't gotten off to a great start this season, we were expecting a hard-fought battle, and that's exactly what's happening.
And a foul as McElroy was bringing it into the front court. Jinks and Dickinson were giving a little pushing and shoving. And Jinks will head to the line.
And apparently that's going to put some confusion as to whether there's going to be free throws or not. There's 6 team fouls apiece, so that will not result in free throws.
Okay, yeah, now North Greenville just will get an inbound out of that. I think that's right. Inbound goes to Jinx, now Wade. Wade looking underneath, nobody there. He goes to Burchett. Burchett jammed up, looks back outside to Jinx. Jinx to McElroy. Trying to drive in, puts a shot up, no good. And a foul called against North Greenville.
So Mount Olive will be the first team to be in the bonus today. That will result in free throws.
At the line, shooting 2, 15, Dickinson.
Dickinson heads to the line. Gets the first one in. He gets both of them tied up at 34. And Dotson had the ball knocked away, gets it back. Fires a pass to McElroy. Now down the court to Burchett. Burchett finds Jinx. Jinx outside the arc, moves right, and can't get a pass to Dotson. And again, turns it over to Mount Olive.
Mount Olive bench getting into it, trying to end this first half with some momentum.
Here's Blount on the right side. Looks underneath to Moore. Moore spins for the basket, puts it up in, good. Mount Olive back out in front. For the first time since 2.5 minutes into the first half. We have a minute and a half left to play here in the first half. McElroy moves around one man, beats a second, but called for a travel. 3 straight possessions, 3 mistakes. 2 fouls and a travel against North Greenville. Now Mount Olive up 2, can add to that. Here's Weiland to Blount. Blount spins around McElroy, moves inside and gets 2 points. Now North Greenville down 4, suddenly looking for some offense. Burchett goes right to Wade. Wade gives it to McElroy here in the final minute of the first half. Jinx. And McElroy will fire a deep 3. Too much on that one again as the shot clock was running down. Here comes Mount Olive. And in for 2 is Dickinson again. And timeout taken by North Greenville with 37.3 seconds left in the first half. The first timeout used by either team. And North Greenville suddenly down 6, 40-34. Mount Olive running away with it, starting with 2 minutes left here on the North Greenville Sports Network. 30 seconds left in the first half. North Greenville down 6, has to get something going. As Cartagena moves to the near side, gets tripped up by Bright, and a foul called. That will send Cartagena to the line. Now, during that last break, the officials came over to the scores table and had a talk with some of the assistants down there. Not sure what it was about, but McElroy has flinged 2 threes as Cartagena makes the first free throw. And North Greenville is on the end that doesn't have the working clock, so I'm not sure what that is, but we'll try to stay on top of that development. Cartagena makes both of them, cuts the lead to 4. Shot clock now off, so Mount Olive can run it down and try and take a shot. They'll take a timeout instead.
Yeah, only 3 timeouts carry over to the second half, so why not take it?
That comes with 24.2 seconds left. Mount Olive up 6 with Dontrell Bright doing most of the work. 15 points for him on the Trojan squad here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Couple of notes to be aware of as we get ready for the final 24 seconds of the first half. Just saw Coach Fred Battenfield of the North Greenville men's volleyball team. They will take to the court here for the first time in 2016, a week from now against Pfeiffer.
Yeah, that's actually our next broadcast, so we have quite a break next week.
Also being informed that Courtney Williams, as a 3 is missed by Moore for Mount Olive. Now North Greenville will have a chance to try and get a final shot. Dotson has it blocked, but it goes off the front of the rim, no good. Now we'll take us to the first half, and I was trying to say previously, number 34 of the women's basketball team, Courtney Williams, out for the season, unfortunately, with an injury. Will hopefully try and catch up with Chad Lister here shortly. And Courtney is now with Coach Lister. Apparently haven't worked out.
Or not.
Still got a few bugs in the system.
Yeah, we'll get that mic figured out one day.
And so at the half, Mount Olive leads North Greenville 40-36 here at halftime on the North Greenville Sports Network.
Test.
check one.
Testing.
I'm seeing a signal, so yeah, I think it was just muted.
Okay.
Back here at Hayes Gymnasium, getting ready for the second half between Mount Olive and North Greenville. Mount Olive using a late second half surge to go back ahead of North Greenville 40-36. In a game that we suspected would be back and forth, and North Greenville will get the ball to start the second half. We are underway. Cartagena getting the inbound, looking to McElroy. He gets it right back. Cartagena trying to go underneath to Jinx. Jinx, not much room. He tries to make some fadeaway jumper. Bounces in, good. North Greenville starts off the second half with 2 points. Now here comes Mount Olive trying to answer. Dontrell Bright, the leading scorer for the Trojans through the first half. To Blount, he'll fire a three, no good. Ball pushed out of bounds, last touch by Dominique Reed of the Trojans.
And by the way, the plan is to have a interview at the end of the game. We did finally get the microphone working, so hopefully we'll be able to get that.
Hopefully that's the last thing that needs to be fixed.
Yeah, no.
Dontrell Bright with the attempted steal, couldn't keep it in bounds, so North Greenville escapes that one. Here's Dotson on the right side. Dotson looking, passes to Jinx. Jinx goes back to McElroy. McElroy finds his way underneath, passes out the blind end, lines it up and hits it. Now Bright back in control for the Trojans. Goes to the right side. John Weiland is there. Now Weiland trying to get underneath with Mike Moore. Can't get it there. Bright gets it back. Bright to Moore outside the right side of the circle now. Now here comes Blount trying to drive in. Blocked by Dutson. Dribbles underneath to Moore. Bounce pass to Blount. As North Greenville called for a foul working against Blount.
And I guess that's what the official did have a word with the scorer's table, because the shot clock was getting low, but they did not count down that time. So that must have been what the officials were talking about in the first half. They did that during the women's game and didn't have any issues.
Yeah,
so I don't know what the reasoning for that was, but oh well.
Maybe some rule we've never heard about.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's possible that if that's allowed to continue, that the crowd could start trying to count down and maybe cause an issue there. So I don't know. I don't know.
Blount made both of his shots for Mount Olive. The Trojans go back in front by 2. Here comes Cartagena. Passes outside to Jinx. Now McElroy. McElroy across to Dotson for a 3. No good. Rims out. Jinx, though, with the rebound. Yes. Can't hang on to it, though. Blount scoops it up. And here comes Mount Olive. Blount goes to Weiland. Mount Olive for 3, and he got it. Weiland with the 3 puts the Trojans up 5. Now McElroy to Blyden. Loses the ball out of bounds to Mount Olive.
I guarantee you, motivation is no issue for either Mount Olive team. Their benches get up and they get loud.
Even in pregame. Here's Moore underneath. Reed puts it up, no good. McElroy skies for the rebound. And he has a face full of Blount, and Blount forces a turnover. And it's a jump ball, and it will stay with Mount Olive anyway. Inbound for the Trojans. Fires it to Blount. 3, no good, short. Moore can't keep it in bounds. It'll go to North Greenville. Dotson, McElroy, and now Cartagena. Cartagena right side, hands it off to Dotson. Dotson swings around underneath the Blyden, bobbles it, gets it back, called for, and draws a foul against, that one either going to go against Moore or Bright. For the inbound, with Cartagena. Underneath to Jinks. Jinks forced out, and now trying to work his way back in. Double team, puts up a shot, and called for a travel. And now Brown, top of the circle, looking left, passes that way to Moore. Moore goes back to Blount. Blount to Weiland, works his way in, passes out to Blount. Blount at the line, long two, no good. Rebounded by Blyden. He goes forward to Cartagena, front court for Cartagena. Near side corner and Dotson. Dotson into the paint, puts it up, no good, and a foul against the Trojans. Dotson and Blount get tangled up. Justin Dotson will head to the line for two. No good on the first one. Looking for the second one though, gets that one in. And it's 45-41, Mount Olive still ahead by 2 possessions. Here's Moore for the Trojan, hands it off to Matt. Now to Blount, top of the circle, goes right side. Has Brown underneath looking for Moore. Moore checked by Blyden, and now all the way to the left side. Here's Brown again. Brown back up top to Moore. Right side and Blount. Blount outside again to Martin, back underneath, nothing doing for Reed. And as Moore tries to swing around Blyden, he draws a foul against Troy Blyden. Mount Olive hangs on to it after the foul.
Looks like there's 2 team fouls apiece.
And that shot sunk by Mike Moore. 47-41. Here's Dotson, racing around, trying to work his way inside, puts it up, doesn't get the roll. Fight for the ball, brought down by Moore. Fires it forward to Brown. And now here comes a shot by Madden, partially blocked. Rebound though by Reed. Draws the foul against NGU. Reed at the line, shooting 2. Get the first one. Gets the second one though, 48-41. Here's Cartagena, hands it off to Dodson, cross court to McElroy. Now Wade. Wade works it back to McElroy. McElroy working against Blount, has the ball poked away, gathers it back. Now he's stripped of it. Flip forward to Moore. Moore one-on-one with Wade, up and over Wade, in for two. Matt Moore has had the hot hand for Mount Olive to start the second half. Or Mike Moore has had the hot hand. Here's McElroy to Wade. Wade around the circle, hands it back to Cartagena. Now back up top to McElroy. Looking right, gives it to Dodson. Dodson for a long three, got it. 2 seconds on the shot clock too. He is running out of time. Now here comes Brown, driving in from the right side, dishes it to Reed, puts it up, good for two. Cartagena bumps into Brown. They both keep going. Here's Cartagena. Wade, some open space, moves inside, up and around the basket, in for two. Brown hands off to Moore. Blount now up top to Matten, underneath. Reed stuffed by Wade and out of bounds back to North Greenville. After that turnover, time called on the court with 13:49 left to play in the second half. Mount Olive up 52-46 over North Greenville here on the North Greenville Sports Network. North Greenville will get the ball back after Mount Olive turns it over just before the media timeout. We have 13:49 left to play and a 6-point advantage for Mount Olive, and they try to make it more. Once again, Matten making a fast break on the ball. Hit it almost like a volleyball spike, and it went straight out of bounds. And looks like they are trying to full court press. They are. Dodson bobbles it, gets it back. Foul called against Dodson, couldn't hang on to it. So, more accustomed to seeing the women's team trying to work against a full court press, but now all of a sudden the men's team having a difficult time with it. Here's Brown outside the circle, gives it to Blount. Now Moore underneath, backwards pass, no. From Brown, didn't get the shot up. Now Dodson racing forward to avoid the press. And a reach-in called against Blount. Cartagena across the half-court stripe. Gets it to Burchett. Burchett fires it up top, has Roderick Howell there. Now back to the right side, and Cartagena. Cartagena moves inside, fadeaway jumper at the line, hits that one good. Lead down to 4. Now Mount Olive back across the half-court stripe. Moving to the left side, and a miscommunication on the pass, bounces off a North Greenville player somewhere. Brown fired it out of bounds, trying to find Matten, I think it was. Now here's Brown, makes a move in from the right side, back outside to Moore. Now Matten into the near side corner. Here comes Bright, puts a shot up, stuffed by Howell. Gets it back though. Now a 3 from Moore on the way, misses as well. And there's still a scrap for it, pushed out of bounds by Dominique Reed of the Trojans. It'll go back to NGU. Mount Olive's going to back out of the full court press. Go one-on-one with Cartagena and Brown. Into front court with Burchett. Now Wade moves to the near side, handoff to Cartagena, bringing it back up top. Over to the far side. Howell, now Burchett. Now Dotson. Dotson working against Matten, works his way inside, puts it up, can't get the roll. Howell with the rebound, trying to spin around and get a shot, and a foul called as Howell tries to turn around against Mount Olive. See if that'll be a shooting foul.
Looks like it will be.
Up north there, and set North Greenville up for the inbound.
I guess not.
Cartagena looking, foul called away from the inbound. This one also against the Trojans.
And that's Mount Olive's 5th team foul, so 2 away from the bonus. North Greenville with 3.
Cartagena looks again. Still looking. Up to Wade. He gives it back to Cartagena. Heads to the near side. Cuts it back up top, passes to Wade. Wade slinging it around to Burchett. Back to Cartagena, still over here on the right side. Cartagena, good dribbling. Passes left to Burchett. Burchett, open hole down the middle, trying to find Howell, and it's picked up by Moore for Mount Olive. They'll work their way down. Here's Bright, left side of the circle. Underneath, Reed is there. They pass back out, Moore, and now Matten. Back up still on the far side corner, Brown. Here's Moore again, spins around, passes out. Bright, back to Moore, up and in for 2, good. Again, that's Dominique Reed working his way inside for 2. Cartagena hands it to Burchett. Burchett works his way right, back up top to Wade. Wade dishes to Howell, contested, gets it to go in and 1. Roger Cowell will have a chance to make a 3-point play.
It's worth mentioning, this is the best atmosphere that Hayes Gymnasium has had this week, and students starting to return, as I believe move-in day is tomorrow.
Should be tomorrow.
So, yeah, it's good to see the students coming back, and from now on should be some very good atmospheres at Hayes Gymnasium.
Can't wait to get the pet band back.
Yeah, definitely.
And 1 from Howell misses. And another foul against Mount Olive.
Yeah, I believe the student section's called the Crusader Crazies, right?
At football games it is. I think that does apply to all athletic events.
Yeah, not going to sugarcoat it. It was pretty flat last year. So I'm really hoping that they can really make a true home field advantage.
North Greenville hangs on to the ball. Here's Wade to Cartagena. Nothing doing underneath. He'll pass back out to McElroy. McElroy on the far side gives it back to Cartagena. Now to Wade. Wade moves it right, gives to McElroy. McElroy trying to split the defense, can't. Here comes Burchett. 3, far side, no good. But McElroy gets the rebound and a fresh shot clock. He won't waste any time. Pass sails out of bounds off of Matten, who was defending him. Plenty of time for North Greenville. Here's McElroy at the basket. No good on the first shot, out of bounds. Off of Matten again, I believe. So a fourth chance. Still 24 seconds on the shot clock. Cartagena looking up to McElroy. Carolyn moves right, hands it to Cartagena. Cross court to Burchett. And now Wade. Wade moves it back up top, gives to Burchett. Burchett, free throw line jumper, short, no good. Wade for the rebound though. In traffic, out to Jinx, now Cartagena, and again, another offensive rebound, fresh shot clock for NGU. Right at the line is Cartagena, defended by Blount. Cartagena works his way in, passes back up top to Wade. Wade spins around, gives it to McElroy. McElroy up top, Jinx, no good, it's picked off by Bright for the Trojans. Now the Trojans, fast break, they're up 4. Underneath to Weiland, fade away, no good, that was Dinkinson. McElroy on the rebound though. Under 10 minutes to play. Here's Burchett giving to Cartagena. Now he gives it right back. Cross court to McElroy. McElroy up top to Jinx. Trying to work McElroy underneath. He gives it to Cartagena instead. Cartagena's going to try for 3. No good. And it's rebounded by Dinkinson for the Trojans. In the front court for the Trojans. Number 1, Bright. Bright looks left. Finds Matt. Now back up top, Moore. Now Blount. Here comes a 3 from Bright on the way. Good. First points in a while, it seems like, for either team, and it's a 7-point lead, 57-50 in favor of the Trojans. Here's McElroy. Works left, still working left, gives it to Jinx. Jinx now to Cartagena. Open lane down the middle, swatted away by Blount, gets a rebound. Looking forward to Bright, he's all alone, up and one-handed slams it down. I think that's how Mount Olive feels. 59-50.
Can't blame him.
McElroy gets it to Wade. Wade to Burchett. Burchett to Jinx, 10 on the shot clock. Here comes a 3 from Cartagena off the backboard. No good, but Jinx gets it back. Now Burchett, 3 off the rim, no good. Running out of time on the shot clock, rebounded by Mount Olive. And we'll have a timeout here shortly, as we have not had a dead ball timeout. Both teams continue to play on.
Yeah, North Greenville needs a timeout right now.
And we're supposed to have a media timeout shortly, but that's the next dead ball. Here's Moore to Matt, up top, looks right, gets it to Dickinson. Back up to Blount. Blount working against Cartagena. Now Moore works his way in, fires a shot, good at the buzzer. Mount Olive is now at the end with the dead shot clock, so Moore with the clutch shot. McElroy swings it around, drives underneath, flings it out. Burchett for 3, no good. Jinx with the putback though, can't get it either. And we will have a foul called, and this should be our timeout. And here it is with 7:02 left to play in the ball game. This second half clicking away, and North Greenville running out of time. They're down 11 to Mount Olive, 61-50 here on the North Greenville Sports Network. North Greenville with the inbound. 7:02 left to play. And if we go on another lengthy run like we did last time, this game will be almost over.
Might not have another media timeout.
At that rate, we won't. Here's Dotson, puts it up, gets the roll. And North Greenville's got it chipped away at a now 9-point lead. See if the defense can come up with a stop. Here's Matten, gives it to Bright. Bright working on the far side. Passes back to Matten. Now back up top has Brown. Brown near side corner, Bright, three, no good off the glass. They swat for it. And a foul called against, I believe that will be against the Trojans. That's their 7th.
Yep. So early bonus for the Crusaders, which they really need right now.
Only 2 team fouls against NGU, and this keeps up. North Greenville might work their way back into this game via free throws.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of them.
Burchett was fouled. He will be at the line. He gets the first one. Gets the second one to go as well. We got 61-54. Mount Olive trying to keep the pressure on. Here's Matten. Looking right, handoff to Brown. Brown bringing it around to the left side. Drives in, sent back out by Burchett. Slings it out to Moore. Moore back out. Matten pulled down a three, gives it off. Here comes a shot by Reed, no good. McElroy scoops it back for North Greenville. McElroy down to Dotson. Dotson on the right wing, works his way in, runs over a guy and called for a charge.
Yeah, I think he just wasn't quite able to control himself, so foul called on him, and it goes to Mount Olive.
While we wait for the court to be cleaned up. Next month is going to be an exciting month. A lot of events going on. Softball starts up at the new field. Baseball will start up as well in their conference, their championship defense as well.
I believe lacrosse does too.
Yeah, men's and women's lacrosse and both their second years of competition. See what improvements have been made there. Here's Matten to Blount. Back on the right side, Bright is over there. Bright back out to Blount. Swing it around. Here comes a three from Matten. Off the side of the rim, no good. Moore with the rebound, though. Now Blount with an open lane. Slings it up, no good. And a foul called against North Greenville. That will send Blount to the line.
At the line, shooting team number 10, Juan.
Blount has had a good day. For Mount Olive, he and Mike Moore have got to be the scoring leaders as Moore, or Blount, this is the first one. Gets the second one though, 62-54. There's McElroy working on the far side. Brings it back up top. Looking right, he does pass right, has Blyden. Blyden, handoff to Burchett. Burchett goes to Jinks. Jinks fires it out to Dotson. Dotson back around, will try a three. No good, off the back of the rim. High arcing, out of bounds to Mount Olive. Here comes Chris Brown in the ball game. That substitution for North Greenville. Chris Brown one of the few seniors on this squad, along with McElroy. Actually, they are the 2 seniors. Here's Blount, far side, up top. Matten swinging it to Bright. Bright trying to drive in, and a foul away from the ball. Against, yep, this one's against Mount Olive.
I think the officials had to be reminded of the media timeout.
Yeah, we are under 5 minutes. 4:54 left to play. North Greenville has some work to do, and they're slowly running out of time. 62-54 here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Greenville's got just about 5 minutes to try and tie it and win it outright. In a grudge match against Mount Olive. McElroy puts it up off the glass and in. Mount Olive trying to get back after falling in the conference championships a year ago. Actually made it all the way to the Elite 8 in the NGA Division II tournament. So kudos to Mount Olive as that 3 misses from Dickinson, and it's kept inbounds by Blyden for North Greenville. Here comes McElroy on the right wing. Nobody open just yet. Pass to Blyden. Blyden around the left side, gives it to Dotson. Another long 3, short, no good. Here comes Blyden, nope. And a fight for the rebound, gives it to Blount. Blount back the other way for Mount Olive. Blount fires it back to Bright, and it looks like Mount Olive's going to try to use up a little bit of clock. Here's Moore. Underneath to Blount. Blount comes back outside the arc. Brings it up top. Fires it to Bright. Running out of time on the shot clock. Bright fires a shot. Off the rim, no good. And a foul against Mount Olive as Dickinson and McElroy both go for the rebound.
One more foul is going to put North Greenville in the double bonus. Nine team fouls for Mount Olive, just 4 for the Crusaders.
McElroy setting up for a 1-and-1. Gets the first one. 5-point ball game. Make it a 4-point ball game. There's 2 for 2 on that trip. Now here comes Blount for Mount Olive. To Moore. Now Matten. Blount again on the right side. Underneath, Moore is there. spins, puts up a shot, no good, and Jinx, foot just out of bounds. They'll stay with Mount Olive.
Shot clock currently showing 8 seconds.
Sure, the Mount Olive.
And they will reset it.
Okay.
And I don't think North Greenville agrees. Now officials having a word with the scorers table. And they set it back to 8.
Yeah. Say the shot went over the basket. With 8 seconds on the shot clock, here comes the inbound. Well, left side, clock running down. Reed underneath, dishes out, a 3 on its way, off the rim, no good by Bright. So the Trojans avoid the shot clock violation, but they come away with no points. This one might come down to who has enough gas left in the tank. That was the same situation against Barton last night. Brown, Chris Brown for North Greenville, gives it to Blyden, gives it back to Dotson. Now the shot clock running down on Dotson, and a foul away from the action.
Actually, no, North Greenville called a timeout.
2 remaining for North Greenville, 3 left for Mount Olive. 2:33 left to play. 5 seconds on the shot clock, though, when we come back here. North Greenville down 4 on the North Greenville Sports Network. Time running out on North Greenville, 2:33 left to play. In a 4-point ball game that North Greenville's fought their way back into after Mount Olive fought their way back into it. Here comes the inbound. Jinx is going to line up a 3. He caught it! You don't see that every day.
No, you don't.
The lead is down to 1. Jinx comes up with the 3. Now here's Bright, works his way in, passes out to Matt, and he'll try to answer. He can't, McElroy brings it down. And if North Greenville somehow comes away with the win here, if we can, I'm giving the play of the game to Jinx on that 3.
Yeah, that was huge.
Sports Center top 10. Here's Chris Brown, he goes back to McElroy, clock running down again. McElroy drives in and a foul against Mount Olive. And that is their 10th team foul. Will be the double bonus from here on out. McElroy to the line.
Well, he just said shooting 1 and 1. So maybe they miscounted earlier.
He gets the first one, and it's tied up.
So apparently Crusaders not in the double bonus just yet.
but one away.
Yeah, one more foul would do it, and yeah, they do get the extra free throw.
Kilroy gets them both. North Greenville out front, 63-62. Here comes Bright. Heads to the left side, cuts it back up top, spins around, keeps his balance, bobbles a pass, and it's picked up by Chris Brown. Brown fires it to Dotson. Dotson to McElroy, minute and a half left. McElroy into front court. Mount Olive cannot afford to foul. McElroy to Jinks. Jinks bounce, dribbles it, and he's picked off by Blount. Blount forward to Moore, puts a shot up, lays it up and in. Trojans back out in front. Timeout Mount Olive, they've got 2 left.
Boy, what a game.
2 timeouts left for either team, and the NCAA cutting down on timeouts after last season. Normally in this situation, both teams would have all 5 of their timeouts and then all call them at once. But only 3 timeouts carry over after the half.
Yep.
Trying to make the games progress and the action better.
Yeah, and as we do get close to the end of this game, I do want to mention that still working on the highlight videos for the Ustream channel with all the broadcasts going on this week. Haven't had a chance to get caught up, but I know that there's two women's volleyball games left to highlight. They're already played, but still need to go back and create the highlights for them. And then 2 soccer broadcasts, and then after that, 1 more football game, and then it's all basketball from there. So should be caught up with the highlight videos by the end of this coming week, hopefully.
Okay.
And be sure to look up the North Greenville Sports Network on YouTube, as we do have full game broadcasts on there. So if you would rather see full broadcasts, we have them from this season as well as a lot of games from last season. Still working on last season, but we'll get caught up with that.
Like and subscribe, favorite and share.
Exactly.
Here's Dotson in the front court for North Greenville. Spinning around the defender, drives in, Jinks, free throw line jumper, no good, rebounded by Blount. North Greenville can afford to foul if they want to. Looks like they'll stay away from that for the moment. Mount Olive's gonna work the clock down. Bright in control, defended by Chris Brown. 42 seconds, 15 on the shot clock. Bright trying to find some room, works his way in, passes out. Here comes a 3 from Moore. Missed it, no good. Chris Brown gets it back. A second difference between the 2 clocks. Oh boy.
About 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, really.
This is going to be interesting.
And North Greenville burns their second to last timeout. They have 1 left. Mount Olive with 2. And taking a look at the standings here, you see King up top all by themselves. 2-way tie between Barton, Lees, McRae. And then Mount Olive sitting right there in 4th. If they can come away with the win here, they will remain in 4th. Emmanuel and Southern Wesleyan still not eligible, but they should be eligible next season. We thought they were this year, but
yeah, still one more season to go. I guess you could call it 1 more semester, and then they should be eligible for all sporting events starting in the fall of 2016.
And North Greenville sitting down there in 8th. If they can come away with the win, they'll work into a tie with Pfeiffer and Erskine.
Yeah, this is coming into, these standings are coming into today. Some games have already taken place, but still the correct standings as of today.
So King ahead, King on top by a game. North Greenville trying to work their way into a playoff discussion for March.
Yeah, they still got a long way to go, but boy, this will be a good game to start.
23.5 seconds left. Burchett on the inbound. Blyden gives it back to Burchett. 20 seconds left. Here's Burchett. Gives it back to McElroy. And McElroy is stripped, and he has to foul Blount in order to prevent giving up 2 free points.
That is a huge play there. If Mount Olive makes both of these free throws, or excuse me, no free throws yet. That's right, 5 fouls for the Crusaders.
I'll set it up for the inbound. 15.7 seconds left. But the shot clock's now off, so North Greenville's might have to foul now. And Mount Olive lucky to get a timeout off. Nobody was open for the inbound, and now the Trojans with 1 timeout left.
30-second timeout.
This will be a 30-second timeout. Both teams now with 1 timeout left. 15.7 seconds left to play.
Well, I mentioned the King game from Tuesday. Women and men both play at King next, January 13th. So both teams lost to King, so they'll try to get some revenge this coming week. Men's volleyball also opens up on the 12th at Limestone.
Oh boy. Are they nationally ranked in that too?
No, Pfeiffer's the team to beat in the conference.
Oh, you're right on that. Pfeiffer is really good in men's volleyball. Tommy Wade has to foul Mike Moore. So Moore to the free throw line.
Not yet.
Oh, that's right, not yet.
Not used to such few fouls this late in the game. But yeah, well, they still have 5. So 5 team fouls for the Crusaders.
And now that's a foul. That's a shooting foul against Bright. So that'll send Bright to the line, and this might be the ball game.
Well, not necessarily. Even if he makes both, North Greenville can still tie it up with a 3.
That's not. I know it's possible, but 3-pointer's a long shot, literally. Got the first one. Now that'll make it 65-63. This one to force the tie. Now North Greenville will have to go for 3. Clock's running. Dotson, cross half court, 5 seconds. And Coach Lister, no, there's a foul called. Or was there a timeout?
Yep, timeout.
Every time. Got to start getting the timeout signals down. The timeout for North Greenville, that's their last one. Mount Olive still with 1 left. They'd like not to use it. North Greenville's going to have to go for 3 to force overtime. 5.5 seconds left.
Boy, nothing more to say. This has been a heck of a ball game.
This series recently, not just including the conference championship, has really stepped it up.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, you know, in Division II, it's kind of tough to get actual rivalries going, but I think between North Greenville and Mount Olive would be considered a rivalry.
Yep. I'm also thinking now that Southern Wesleyan has joined the conference that that's going to be a rivalry.
Yeah, geographic rivalry, definitely.
Oh, yes. Here comes McElroy looking for the inbound, fires it to Burchett. He's in traffic, slings it out. McElroy has to get a 3 off, blocked. Gets the ball back though, and that's your ball game.
I think North Greenville crowd wanting a foul there, but, well, Coach Lister having a word, so yeah, a lot of disagreement that there was not a foul called, but Mount Olive escapes with a victory.
3-point attempt blocked at the buzzer. 000's up on the scoreboard. Mount Olive takes this contest as well. 69-66, and really what has been a fantastic stretch of conference games this week. So North Greenville's championship hopes take a hit, but they're not done yet. Still a long road of games to go. And Alan, you mentioned it. Next up, out on the road to Bristol, Tennessee at King University to try and upend the Tornado. Meanwhile, the next home games will be here January 23rd against Emmanuel. Good to see that. So we'll take a week off. Next up for us, men's volleyball starts off 2016. Coach Battenfield takes his second year squad and puts it on the line against the powerhouse in the conference, Pfeiffer University, next Saturday at 2 here on the Ustream channel, North Greenville Sports Network. We'll round out the month of January, a basketball doubleheader on the 23rd. That's a Saturday as well, 2 and 4 p.m. against Emmanuel, coming up from Franklin Springs, Georgia. Then men's volleyball back to the court on the 25th against Erskine. Night game at 7 right here in Hayes. And then women's basketball versus Converse. North Greenville looking to get some revenge in that conference. Carolina's matchup. Converse beat North Greenville at Converse last year in December. That will be January 26th versus Converse at 7. Men's volleyball back on the court versus Mount Olive. Men's volleyball at 7 on the 29th. And then men's volleyball on the 30th against Barton at 4. So that's the rest of the month of January for us on home games. And some good conference matchups upcoming. But in the meantime, Mount Olive sweeps North Greenville in the basketball doubleheader today. We hope to catch you next time. And men's volleyball against Pfeiffer. Be sure to check out ngcrusaders.com for all the latest updates on athletic news for North Greenville, as well as a direct link to us and our broadcast, and also our broadcast schedule on there to check whenever you like. So that'll do it here from a slightly broken Hayes Gymnasium, but we made it through.
Just barely.
Only just. And Mount Olive wins the men's game 66-63. We thank you for watching and listening, at least the second half of the women's game and then the whole game of the men here. But thank you for sticking with us throughout our technical problems. This has been a production of North Greenville University Basketball here on the North Greenville Sports Network.